attract money. Wealth is in my reach. I got everything I want and everything I need. I keep my mind open. Abundance.
What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Yvonne, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. Welcome to Soul Circle Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. I help corporate professionals and first-time entrepreneurs turn their skills, their talents, their expertise, and their purpose into cash money with profitable online businesses, and I help you to quickly scale to consistent 10K months. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys why your girl, Ma, will not be using TikTok for business, okay? So before we get into why I won't be using TikTok, I want to give you a little bit of context and what helped me to really make this decision. So if you've been following me for a while, we probably connected on the gram because that's where your girl loves to hang out. And don't get me wrong, I love social media and your girl loves doing it for the gram, all right? But here is the truth. I used to be that person that was a content factory. I was on the hamster wheel, always pumping out content for my blog, for Periscope, for Twitter, for YouTube, for my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and my Facebook business page, as well as for Facebook groups. I literally used to have about 8 different Facebook groups for like different challenges or things that I would do throughout the year. And I had Instagram as well, and I used to post like 3 to 5 times a day. So your girl was always pumping out content. So much so that I rarely had time to really focus on income generating tasks within my business, okay? And when I really took a step back, stopped with all the content creation and looked at, number one, where my different channels of where my business was actually coming from, I realized that a lot of the social media platforms that I was on weren't really producing any profits for my business. And when I really took the time to do some research, I looked at the demographics of different social media platforms. I realized that Instagram was a great platform for me to actually build my business because that's where my customers were hanging out, more so than some of the other platforms that are out there like Twitter or Vine or Snapchat, right? So I went into this knowing, okay, if I know that my clients are hanging out on Instagram, that's where I'm going to focus my time. That's where I'm going to focus my energy. So that's what I did in like early 2018. I stopped doing all the things, being on all the platforms, and started focusing my attention solely on Instagram. And that's when everything really changed for me. I went from getting very little traction at all to, number one, getting consistent clients. And then instead of me having to do so much outbound marketing and going out to find people, I started attracting people to my brand, and people were messaging me, asking me like, how can I work with you? How can I book consultations? Is this the right program for me? So it really helped transform how I was able to get clients. And now all of a sudden it seems like there's all this craze behind TikTok, and everyone is saying you should be on TikTok. And it really kind of took me back to that moment to where when I first started my business, everyone told me, oh, you gotta have a blog. Oh, you need to be on Periscope, right? You need to go live every day on Facebook and Instagram. And so because people said you had to do these things, I got caught up in that whole rat race of feeling like, okay, then I have to do all the things. But just because someone says you should do something or you see there's a trend behind it, you shouldn't just follow into it because that's what everybody else is doing. So now that I see that there's all this craze around TikTok and people are saying, oh, you can use TikTok for business. Literally, there are Facebook ads about using TikTok for business. There are TV commercials about using TikTok for business. So this is like really serious, right? So once I saw the commercial on TV about TikTok for business, I was like, you need to look into this. Don't let a good opportunity pass you by, girl, right? So I started doing my research to see if TikTok was even a viable marketing strategy or channel that I should be using. And so I want to share some of the interesting facts that I found out about TikTok. And this is something that I recommend for everybody. Before you just jump on yet another platform thinking, oh, this is going to be good to help me generate leads. This is going to be good to help me grow my business. Really do your research. Number one, you have to know your ideal client and who it is that you're serving. But then you also want to know if that platform actually has the audience that you're looking to attract. So when I looked up the demographics for TikTok, I saw some really interesting facts that let me know that this was not the platform for me and that my audience probably isn't hanging out on TikTok. Number one, with TikTok, one of the greatest facts that people probably would think, oh, that is absolutely amazing, is yes, TikTok has become one of the most downloaded social media apps of 2020. That's huge. That's a big deal, right? In addition to that, TikTok has over 800 million, yes, million, active monthly users each month. 800 million. But here is what made me really second guess if I should really be on the platform. Even though there are 800 million active users on TikTok, only about 5% of those are actually based in the US. So about 5% is roughly 5 million. I mean, 5 million ain't nothing to sneeze at, but still, that's a really small percentage of users that are here in the US. In addition to that, another really interesting fact is where the majority of the users actually are. So over 500 million of the active users are based in China, and then 120 million of those are actually in India. So that makes up pretty much the majority of the demographics for TikTok users. In addition to that, let's get into the age range, okay? Over 69% of TikTok users range between the ages of 13 to 24. And my ideal client typically is between the ages of 25 to 44 years old. So definitely TikTok does not serve my audience, and there really isn't a reason for me to build an online presence there. Another really interesting fact is 80% of the total time spent on TikTok is by active users based in China. 80% of the usage time. That is huge, right? And then last but not least, another solid fact that really helped me to make my decision that I won't be using TikTok for business is the engagement rate. TikTok's engagement rate was only 29%. So of all the active users that are on there, people may be on there watching content, people may be on there uploading content, but people aren't really taking the next step to really engage and to build connections and relationships in comparison to how they do on other platforms. So these are all the statistics that I saw about the demographics for TikTok that really let me know that I was going to sit this one out. Like, I'm all about, pivoting, checking out what's new, being ahead of the crowd. But when I actually did my research, it doesn't make any sense at all for me to build my business on a platform where my audience and my ideal ideal client are not actively engaged and they're not, a majority of the users. But on the other hand, Instagram is my jam, and that is where my ideal clients are. So before I get out of here, I want to share a quick tip with you. If you were wondering if you should be using TikTok for business or any other social media platform, I got you, boo. So in the comments below, I'm going to leave a link to Sprout Social's social media demographics report that will really outline all the key demographical statistics for the most popular social media platforms, so you can do your own research and know if you're investing your time, your energy on the right platforms to actually get leads for your business, attract clients, and grow your business. All right, y'all, I'll see y'all on the next one.
Be rich and be free, get your money up. I 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 get your money up.